Hello, this will be a channel message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you. If this video found you today, you are a part of a collective that has been healing their relationship with money. You've been healing your relationship with stability, creating a sense of safety in this world, and really attracting the wealth and the abundance that you deserve. You've been healing your relationship with it. And that's why I see you showing up as the Ten of Pentacles in the centerpiece of the reading today. So this is very exciting. And I want to say that it is very well deserved. There's been a lot of energetic work that has been put into this. I'm getting a plan was made, some kind of intention has been set here, and there's been a lot of follow through on your end, a lot of commitment, potentially some sacrifice here, and showing up on those days, consciously deciding to show up on those days where we have those doubts and those fears and we wonder, where is this whole thing going? Am I wasting my time, right? You guys have decided to show up, continue to do the work, commit to this and uphold a frequency and vibration of wealth and abundance. And now what I'm getting is just positive synchronicity around money materializing for you. And this could be something that has already come in for you and is very much in your reality. Or this might be something that is coming in for you in the future, because this is your frequency and vibration. And your reality is going to be rearranging itself around you to match this, because you've been repairing your worldview around the physical realm that we find ourselves in. Like, you've been developing a healthier relationship with life and healing some kind of like scarcity or self-confidence wound, and really stepping into the role as somebody who deserves this wealth, somebody who can use this wealth, like somebody who has this sense of responsibility and has the right intentions. Like, you're somebody who can create positive change in the world. And now what I'm hearing is like there's some kind of gift here because of the imbalance between the positive and the negative, the light and the dark in this world. Like, you're a light worker and you're going to use these resources to benefit yourself and everybody, is totally what I'm getting. Now I'm seeing like somebody with, it's like a kid with like a massive suit, like wearing like clothes that are way too big. Like I'm getting that this is a new thing. There's like a new space that we find ourselves in. And maybe like part of you didn't think this was going to happen, or like this is just not a frequency that you're familiar with, is what I'm getting. And we're kind of having to like get our bearings straight a bit, figure out how this whole thing is going to work, maybe slow it all down, come back to center and think, right, how are we going to make this work in the best way possible, in the healthiest way possible? Because you're still somebody who's very much interested in spiritual growth, and your path in life is still very much active when it comes to stepping into your full potential as a spiritual being. And I don't think you're somebody who's going to get too attached to this energy. It's more like a tool. It's something we can use to create beautiful outcomes and experiences for ourselves and the people around us who we love. That's our goal here. But you are still very much a spiritual being. And there's a lot of growth that comes with having these resources. Like, I'm hearing now, with great power comes great responsibility. So I don't say that in a bad way to like scare you, but with these intentions that you have, you're gonna be put in situations where you can make positive change. You're gonna be given opportunities to make beautiful positive change in the world. And obviously massive shout outs to the Most High loving source energy for making this thing happen. Like, you've totally met spirit halfway here. And however you practice and identify with this, your angels, your spirit guides, God, source, whatever it is, like massive shout outs for allowing this whole thing to happen in the way that it has, in this very synchronistic fashion. But I think you're very free to celebrate all of the beautiful hard work that you've done up until this point, is what I'm getting. There's a nice balance between like vigilance and detachment, relaxation is what I'm getting. Like I get a defensive energy here, and I get the Nine of Wands as the gift, which is the energy we can use to create beneficial outcomes at this time. So going back to this kid wearing the suit that's like 5 sizes too big, there's a new space here that we find ourselves in, and I think it is really going to benefit us to continue to enforce these really healthy boundaries while we kind of figure out what's going on and what we're going to do with this. I'm seeing the money like stacking up like a tower. Like we're going to be building this. We're going to be using it to create more wealth. And then there's going to be this beautiful, healthy circulation and detachment and releasing and giving and taking and just a flow, right? Just a flow of money. But we got to figure out how we're going to do this and how we're going to do it in a way that doesn't like trigger us or affect us, because there's all of this beautiful internal shadow work that's still being done around our relationship with wealth. It's just a lot more fun now that we're getting the resources to play with. Like this is the fun part for real. So I'm so happy for you guys. Hey, it's so well deserved. I'm really seeing the orange here on this Nine of Wands card, like this sacral chakra energy. And I'm being called to say, remember the wave that you came in on, because you have manifested this. It's a matter of frequency and vibration. And it's like you've created it using your energy, your key energy. Like this sacral chakra is the seat of your creation, and it's your pleasure. It's your ability to, in a way, like project these outcomes. It's aligned and it's mirroring the third eye chakra in a way. It's the sacral. So your ability to project your ideal reality and also to become aligned with it on an energetic level is the sacral chakra. This is your joy. This is the inner child, right? It's the seat of creativity. So I think we're being asked to protect that at this time. Maybe using your voice. Again, setting healthy boundaries here, making sure that you have time to yourself in contemplation so that you can figure out the next moves to make. Because we want to continue to be practical about this. And again, like with the Strength card here on the feminine side, not fall to some kind of temptation and not fall back into a place where we're acting from fear instead of acting from love. Because you're in a frequency of security at this time. It's just like maybe other people around you, like even if this thing hasn't fully materialized in your life, people can like sniff it out. Like there's people on an energetic level, like their spirit knows what's going on. They see like these outcomes that are coming in for you. They see all of the work that you've been doing, and they know that it's manifesting positive synchronicity in your life on some kind of unconscious level. So maybe people at this time, like they have their hand out, or like people just want more of your time than they usually do because you're glowing, you're like shining, and you're embodying this beautiful frequency. And people want more of that. But your energy is really sacred at this time. That's why I get the Nine of Wands as the gift. Your energy is the most sacred thing. We want to keep that cup full so that we can keep using this wealth and these resources responsibly in a way where everything's going to grow and it's actually going to benefit everybody. And like, I mean, these, I want to call them like energetic vampires that maybe are around you. Even in some kind of like indirect way, I mean, we're really just going to be enabling people at the end of the day if we give into like some kind of demand or something here. So I think the defensiveness is not a bad thing, and it comes back to being defensive of our time and our energy, because you're going to be able to like do things that other people can't necessarily do. You're going to be able to provide opportunities to people that they didn't think they were going to be able to do. Like you can set a really beautiful example for people because of the commitment that you've made. The amount of time that you've put into this is really going to show people what's possible. Now I'm hearing you're going to be able to like give people a leg up or invest into things, use the money as a fertilizer. Like if there's something in this world, something in our society that you want to see grow, you have the ability to put resources into this now and just do it in a way that's going to help everybody. The shadow aspects are interesting because I get the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles with the Death card on the bottom of the deck. So again, this like new space that we're in. There's a lot of change happening right now. So we just want to kind of get our bearings straight, keep ourselves feeling good. But there may be some like imposter syndrome here with the King of Pentacles as a shadow aspect. It's like, what I want to say is like, you have the skills to make this thing happen, and maybe getting some kind of like financial advice will be helpful at this time. I'm hearing like the advice is coming in. Like there's people around you who can, even on some kind of like 5-dimensional level, who are like actually coming into your field at this time. There's people coming in that are going to be able to guide you and give you some kind of advice, and even just like reflect your intuition back to you. And you're healing this like, maybe this like inner child aspect that again like saw money as separate, or saw money as greater than, saw money as something that was like out of reach. Maybe we spent a lot of time seeing this kind of foundation and security as something that was out of reach, but now it's at your fingertips is what I'm hearing. Like it's at your disposal. So there's like all of this shadow work that gets done around that, because it's like, wow, like I'm really that person now. And we don't want to let the doubts and the fears creep in and start to dictate our decision-making process. And this can manifest as like holding on too tightly as well. And this can manifest as being too loose with it and like feeling like we got to like spend it all and enjoy it as much as we can before it goes away. Like it plays out in really interesting ways. Money affects people, and you've been given this opportunity because you're at a level where you can use it in a really nice, positive way. It might be affecting other people around you in a negative way, right? And you're seeing like the result of that. And you're out here maintaining this frequency of trying to stay aligned with your higher self and not let these lower natures take over and drive the ship. It's like a sacred union that's happening, I think, between the masculine and the feminine, and also between the lower and the higher natures. And you have respect for your needs, and you have respect for this pleasure center and the things that you really enjoy in this life. And you can use the money to enjoy the things that you want to do in this life 100%. And we're healing that, having some kind of like reverence or recognition for that, but still being in a state of seeing the bigger picture, being detached, like I was saying about this Nine of Wands card, like being defensive and responsible in a nice emotionally detached way. And fire is very much about transmutation and letting go and like creating some element of separation here. I think the emotional separation from all of this, I think, is going to be good. Some healthy sense of detachment, because this King of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles on the shadow aspect side of things, I think is driven by an emotional relationship with money that we've been healing. And you've come such a long way, which is why you've been given this opportunity. It's like there's this final push, as the Nine of Wands would suggest, like this final stage of the plan before things really cement into place. And like there's letting go that's coming up here, like purging the old energies and really looking at them clearly and honestly and saying like, you're not required anymore. Like these scarcity patterns that we've been in are totally not required anymore. We're letting go of that with the Death card, but we're also letting go of like any kind of fear of actually loosening our grip on the resources. And I see us really healing our feminine side and being really more interested in creating this flow of resources 14:44 on the clock, so I'm saying this. Like, it's all about this divine feminine nature that is like kind of opening up, feeling safe to really open up, feeling safe to like open up the heart space here and share, because something's materialized for you. This is where this whole thing is going. When this thing has actually materialized for you, whatever stage in the process you're at right now, it creates like this divine feminine activation is what I'm hearing, and being able to kind of really be in your own energy fully without worrying about future outcomes and stuff. And this is what like really creates that flow. Not putting the money on a pedestal and not seeing it as like separate than us or seeing it as greater than us. Just really stepping into that King of Pentacles role as somebody who knows the abundance is there for them, and it's going to continue to come because you've planted all of these amazing seeds. So it's just going to continue to flow in for you, and you're responsible. You know how to use it wisely, right? And what Spirit is saying here is like, if you want the flow to come in, you have to keep the flow moving. Like, we don't want things to be stagnant. And I'm not saying like give it all away. Like, definitely like use this stuff to enjoy your life, and make sure you're prioritizing your time in a way where you get to enjoy yourself. You get to enjoy this stuff, right? Like, you don't want to have all of this wealth and no time to enjoy it. But Spirit is saying like, make sure that the flow is still there. Make sure you're sharing it and investing it and putting it into projects that you know are going to continue to grow. Getting other people in on this. Making investments into other people. You don't have to give it all away. It's just about flow. And that's what I get from the Death card and the Two of Pentacles. Like, with the King of Pentacles feeling like this is your life now, and really acting as if, because you've made it. Like, you just get to act as if this is your new life now. And just continue moving with the change. Not being afraid to, like, let go of it where needed and allow for it to continue to come in. Like, the more that you let go of, the more space you're going to create to bring this stuff in. And now I'm hearing, like, there's this real, like, balance. It's all about... It's all about your discernment here, hey? Because, like, that can be construed in so many different ways. Like, saying the more that you let go of, like, the more space you create to, like, bring it all in. So, again, like, this beautiful balance between spirituality and practicality, seeing that, like, there's so much magic and spiritual growth in the decisions that we make here in the 3D, in the earthly realm. So you're seeing it all as one and the same. But using your discernment, you're going to be able to recognize where maybe you're holding on too tightly or still acting from a place of fear, not being able to let go of what you've manifested in a healthy way, which then blocks the flow coming in, and we kind of end up back where we started, even on an energetic level where we have some kind of money in the bank, we have resources and a safety net, but we still feel restricted on an energetic level, and our peace is compromised. And that happens a lot. I mean, you see people like, they get the resources and then their lifestyle changes in a way where they're using the resources, but the behavior hasn't been modified, and they actually end up putting themselves back where they were energetically. It's just on like some kind of different physical scale. So your relationship with money is totally like being brought to the next level, and you're stepping in to this King of Pentacles role because you can use it responsibly. You can create flow, you can give, you can separate from it, you can move and be flexible. Like what I get from this, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo, don't be afraid to share it around and invest this new wealth. But there may be a need to be flexible here because Virgo is a mutable sign, and the Two of Pentacles is very flexible. It's our ability to adapt, to change, and to use our discernment to understand what kind of action needs to be taken depending on the situation. And it's all about your intuition and staying like within your own energy. Coming back to all this stuff I'm saying about protecting your own energy, because the decisions that you make matter, and you're being put in a position now to make positive change and use this stuff responsibly. It's your time now, hey. This is your time. Let's go. I'm so excited. And again, just really comes back to all of this amazing work that you've been doing, all of this amazing spiritual growth that you're going to continue to do in this new environment that you find yourselves in, right? This new space. I get confidence is your key to success. Guys, you are the King of Pentacles. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Don't worry about any kind of like imposter syndrome here or anything, because this is yours now. This is your new life, and you've done all of the work. Definitely reflect on how much energy you've put into this, and I think that's really going to like mentally reinforce like how important your energy is. And don't be afraid to journal on like the amazing synchronicities that occur and like the really magical ways that this stuff manifests for you, and then try and like keep track. So I'm hearing like keep track of like all of the synchronicities, even like the number patterns, the conversations, the stuff that you overhear. Like I hear God speaking through people. Like this is a bit of a tangent, but I'll be thinking about something. I'll be like thinking about a question in my mind, and then there'll be somebody next to me having a conversation with somebody about something completely irrelevant to that. But what they're saying is actually answering my question. Like in this really weird, like amazing way. So I don't know why I felt so called to share that, but I feel like there's and that's so funny too. I get the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So there's something here about like this Page of Cups energy and this playful nature. Not letting things like get too serious here, because there's like a lot of like, you know what I mean? Like 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, King of Pentacles. Like it's all like very serious. And I think going back to what I was saying about your sacral chakra and your inner child being the seat of your creation, like we want to continue embodying this beautiful Page of Cups energy. And you have imagination. This is why you can like so beautifully use these resources and create like, I'm getting like weird change in the world, like out of left field, like doing things that people wouldn't expect. It's like a lot of this wealth and these resources have been with this. I think a lot of it's like this like Pluto and Capricorn kind of thing, where there's been this hierarchy, and it's been very much about like corporations and big business, right? And all of that's breaking down, and we're starting to really reawaken to our spiritual power, like Judgment card. Like there is a massive spiritual awakening that's happening here as we move in line with our purpose as spiritual beings, as really unique spiritual beings with these amazing creative ideas. So this is the space we're moving in now in the age of Aquarius, right? And there's some kind of divine union between the masculine and the feminine that's happening, which allows us to move in line with our higher self and take the action that is aligned with the greater good of all. And this is some kind of like training grounds now. These resources and this wealth that you've been materializing for you is the next stage of God's plan for you, because you've been doing all of the work and you've been upholding this strength energy. And now we're truly moving into alignment with our soul's path and our higher self here. And accepting, there's like this level of acceptance too, like seeing how all of these past experiences, as challenging and sometimes painful as they can be, how they have made you into this person who is so well-rounded and responsible and exciting and joyous, right? And playful and fun, and also has the ability to dream, right? Somebody who's emotionally responsible and can uphold their own emotional frequency and like not necessarily succumb to like external validation or a need for other people to be involved here. Like you guys are so well-rounded. Like, you're so solid in yourself. You're really becoming more solid in yourself. And we're going back to the Page of Cups energy. And what I'm getting is, like, being able to experience everything that we wanted in our childhood. Like, everything that we wanted as an inner child. This is something that we can bring in for ourselves and materialize now that we have the resources. And it's not even going to be, like, I feel like we don't even need that much. It's like we don't need 6 cars in the garage and like houses all over the world and all of this stuff. Like, we're not asking for much. that's what I'm getting. Like, and this thing's going to continue to grow. But I think that maybe all of that stuff that I was talking about, the real like luxury items and stuff, and it's not bad. There's nothing inherently bad about that stuff. But we're healing our relationship with it and seeing how maybe a scarcity pattern in the past has actually like led us to thinking that we have desires that weren't really us. Like, that kind of stuff was never really us to begin with. And maybe what we're asking for here is just a little bit more, it's a little bit more simple and has more to do with play is what I'm getting. Because this scarcity pattern is really like beliefs that other people had. It's stuff that we picked up along the way. Like, it was never really ours to begin with. And the media and everything has such a big role to play here in the way that they try to show us what they think we should want, right? And it just turns into this total mind control exercise. But what we really wanted here was the play, like coming back to this sacral chakra thing with the super potion, healing the inner child aspect that never really asked for much, just wanted freedom to play, to create, to continue to transform, like bring your dreams into reality and continue, like, what I'm getting is like pursue spiritual growth, because the EV is very much about transformation and having options, like being able to move in any kind of direction. This all comes back to your spiritual sovereignty here. And you've been doing the work on an internal level. You've been opening up your heart space, like trusting the process, right? Page of Cups, Pisces energy, very much about trusting the process, being flexible when needed, basically playing your role, like doing what Spirit needed you to do, like doing what God needed you to do. And now we're being rewarded for that. Being given an opportunity to materialize our dreams into reality. So that's such a beautiful thing. I love that. Let's just pull an oracle card and then get out of here, because I feel like there's like some kind of really like kind of enjoyable experience that's coming in for you guys. So I don't want to like hold you any longer here. Like, let's just go out and enjoy this stuff, you know? Relationships are really relevant here. I get the Lovers card, this Feminine, and the Conscience card with these scales. Again, all about balance and maybe like attracting in really healthy relationships, attracting in a feminine, or actually really attracting in a divine masculine so that you can step into this feminine nature of yours. I get the Records. Remember why you came. Be bold. Legacy. I mean, this is so very much in line with everything that I'm saying. Like, remember why you came. And it was to play. It was to create. Was to materialize your dreams, do things that are fun, create positive change in the world. I'm like seeing this, I'm seeing like scales in this image, like with this woman, right? Maintaining a really healthy balance through all of this. And there's so many messages about balance in this reading. Balancing like some healthy boundaries and defense kind of things going on here, and balancing that with detachment and feeling free and like maintaining your sense of joy, balancing the masculine and the feminine, balancing the lower and the higher natures so that everything can work together here and become a part of the whole. Weather the storms, let it change you, embrace the unexpected. Yo, this is a big like up leveling that's happening on an internal level, on a spiritual level, because of what's happening in the 3D. This is all divinely aligned so that you can get some kind of new foundation or some resources in the 3D, which is actually aiding your spiritual growth. There's new lessons here. It's like new levels, new devils kind of vibe. And I don't say that in a bad way. It's just like you're, again, being put in a position here where you can make really positive change in the world. And it's gonna require growth. It's gonna result in growth for you. So that's why that card's saying, like, let it change you and embrace the unexpected too. Be flexible. Remember the Two of Pentacles, Gemini energy, Virgo energy, and Pisces energy. Very like mutable, flexible energy, and being able to move with what's being thrown at you. Because it's all about spiritual growth here and making positive change. So I get, appreciate the simple things in life, plan your adventure, and turn that negative self-view around. Right, guys, it's all about the internal work. Going back to what I was saying, like appreciating the little things, the simple things. We were never asking for much, right? But now we get to go on this adventure. We get to plan, bring our dreams into reality here. And you deserve it, guys. You belong here. This is your time now. This is your life now. And enjoy it, right? Get used to it, because this is it. This is it now. We made it, right? So with that, I'll totally leave it there. Thank you guys so much for sharing this space with me. And what an incredible energy that I was just giving the honor to read for. So thank you for giving me that opportunity, sharing that energy with me. And enjoy it, guys. You totally deserve it. I absolutely cannot wait to see you again in the next reading. Thank you for sharing the space with me, and all of my love and beautiful energy to you guys. Well, peace forever. Bye-bye.